BalconyTV.
Díomh on Greenon, Telefís Kirky, Tommy Lansaw, Elohir Inish, on Greenon, Elizabethan Fort, Gurkig, and today on the show for our New Year's Day show, we have Rosalin Blue. Woohoo!
Thank you very much.
How are you today?
I'm very well.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Lovely and fui vashidas.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't answer that in Irish. My German's better than Irish.
Okay, frohes neues Jahr.
Oh, vielen Dank.
Ein guten
Ja,
Rutsch.
frohes neues Jahr euch allen.
So what are you going to perform for us today?
I'm going to do my favourite piece of poetry, the one that stayed in my mind most after my brain was doing a backup during the coma I was in following my seizures and brain injury. So it's not on the topic, but it's just stood out as my favourite, so that's the one I'm going to do.
Take it away.
Metal. After we invented the wheel, we learned how to melt the metals from the rock, and the gold rush began as we dug and drained all the gleaming precious treasures from the veins of the earth, forging jewels, coins and wealth, hoarding them like magpies. Red hot like liquid fire flowing, a crimson burning river glowing, molten copper, iron, silver, slither smoothly through the grooves, pouring into casting cauldrons, shooting into foundry moulds, smouldering, steaming, zosh, the streaming gold is cast to form. We made tools from the new metals, and axes for slaughtering trees, and arrowheads for felling animals. We made ploughs to sow the seeds, and blades to cut the deeds and steal the riches from the land and rightful owners. And we cast our wildest dreams into reality. Then we made dooming cannonballs to cast on human enemies, and iron bars to capture freedom. Our bullets pierce through history, reeling round the golden throne. Our Babel titans slice the skies, and we've made drills to bore the very bedrock of our waters. Now hard and cold our steel towns gleam in the sunlight like blue ice. The shimmery promise of gold holds the core to precious pride. But the price of power was high, and now the golden calf is sold, and our hearts, like bloody swords from wealth and greed, are growing cold. Beyond compare, we hoard and kill like magpies, merciless as steel. And the glowing stream of gold from liquid fire freezes cold, and our hearts become the stone that once we dug out off the ground from the gleaming veins of earth, blinded by the promise from her core.
Woohoo!
Thank you very much.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Thanks a million.
Absolutely brilliant, really good. I'm a big fan of yours.
Thanks so much.
Good to have you on the balcony at long last.
At long last.
And
yeah.
Happy New Year. Was Christmas good to you?
Yeah. It's all about family usually. So that's.
So how do we find out more about you? What are you up to?
I'm on Facebook as Rosalin Blue, and there's also, it says Sue Blue because that's how I'm known in Cork as well. And I'm also on YouTube as Rosalin Blue, and there's a few playlists there of my own stuff. In 2015 I brought out a book as a translator from the German Love Poetry by August Stramm, so that's available. There's a few clips of that, and the book is available online as well. It's called HOUGH, Lovepoems and Posthumous Love Poems. So that's out there. Would make a lovely present for a loved one for Valentine's Day or something like that.
Brilliant. And you're playing a gig up in the Alchemy on Bark Street,
on the
isn't it?
21st of January. I think it starts at 8 p.m. down in Alchemy, just around the corner from Elizabeth Fort here. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's part of Spotlight Poetry, who just had to make the move from Camden Palace as that is closing down. So I'm looking forward to that. I just saw the space. It's a beautiful little space, and I'll be doing some of my own stuff and some of Stramm's stuff, and maybe a couple of songs that I do a cappella. I'm not the singer, but some of my poems turn into songs as well. So.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
the
you
show.
so much for having me.
Ovlin Fiessler.
Thanks everybody for
Frost Noyes Year. Happy New
enjoy.
Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, Frost Noyes.
BalconyTV.